Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 16 updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Total Drama Fan, and Total Drama Fan wants to know, who do I think is the main villain of this season? Well, I think Devin was a huge villain, but they got him out pretty early, so taking his spot, I think Caleb is a villain. I don't know if they're really portraying that on the show, because yeah, they're showing him as like a psycho stalker, but is he like a villain? I don't know. But I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments. Alright, so last night, Amber was evicted by a vote of 9-0. I have to say, she was awful at the game, she really was, but I feel really bad for her because I think Caleb really ruined her whole experience on the show, and I kind of wish that they would bring her back in another season to give her another chance without him ruining everything. So, I know you guys are wondering, yes, Caleb did put the Frankenstein banana, pickle and a banana, in Amber's luggage. I feel really sorry for her, and she's gonna be so grossed out when she finds that. But anyway, the really important stuff, Big Brother left us hanging last night. It was a real cliffhanger during that HOH competition. It was true or false, and the show ended with a 5-way tie between Hayden, Nicole, Caleb, Donnie, and Zach. Wow, what a crew. So after the show ended, they did the tiebreaker question, and it was one of those, how long did blank last in seconds? So they had to do some math. And the winners were Donnie and Nicole. Ah! I'm so excited, guys. This looks like it could be the power shift that we were hoping for. This is our best chance. So Nicole and Donnie had a quick chat in the Beehive room, and they were like, yeah, we're going to work together, and we're going to come up with the perfect plan. So Donnie is like, I think we should include Hayden in on our discussions, and she's like, yes, absolutely, I like the way you think. So Donnie's like, well, also, I might have to put up your friend Christine. And she's just like, alright. So, whoa. So Nicole said that someone keeps throwing competitions and she doesn't like it. This person is just skating by and it's not cool. So she doesn't say who, but we'll come back to that. So Jocasta was very upset last night with her performance in the HOH competition and all competitions. So she really wants to see some pictures of her kids. She was bawling, and Victoria and Derek comforted her. Derek is always comforting either Victoria or Jocasta. About 90% of his time is dedicated to comforting them while they're crying, so that sucks for him. But at least he's nice to them. So Zach pulled Nicole aside. It's time to start making plans. Zach is like, look, I know I messed up, I put you up, you can totally put me up if you need to, no hard feelings, you have a reason. And she's just like, really? Okay, we'll see. So, quick little change of pace. Caleb is still going on and on about Amber. Get over it! It's insane. Alright, so game-wise, he thinks there's a pretty good chance that he's going to get nominated this week. He just wants to know in advance. He's excited in a way because he'll get to wear another cool costume, and he'll have 2 chances to save himself. Wow, well, we'll see if you feel that way in a little while. So, Nicole is talking to Derek, and she's like, you know what? I want to shake things up. I want to make a big ass move this week. So she's like, Derek, I want to backdoor Frankie. And Derek is like, I'm down, let's do it. Ah! So Derek is like, just don't tell Christine, because if you tell Christine, she's gonna tell Frankie. And she's like, duly noted. So Team America had a little strategy meeting. Donnie's like, alright, Derek and Frankie, give me some names, who should go up this week? So Derek is like, well, Victoria and Jocasta are potential threats. Boo! Lame! Donnie is like, I'm definitely not nominating Jocasta. We're not working together. but we're friends, and I'm not doing it. He said he would vote her out if necessary, but he's not putting her up. So Frankie is like, okay, I guess it's my turn, so you could put up, like, Zach and Caleb. They're potential targets. So Frankie's throwing Zach under the bus again. Whoa. Alright, so let's talk about something really sad but true. These people talked to Donnie more last night than they have the whole rest of the game. Donnie was all excited. He was like, oh, I got all these appointments. Everyone was like, Donnie, can I talk to you? And he's just like, okay. But in reality, I think Donnie just wanted to go to bed because he doesn't want to stay up late. And the HOH always has to stay up late. So, oh my gosh. Cody and Christine both had their one-on-ones with Donnie, and there was a lot of butt kissing. So they actually ended up throwing each other under the bus. I'm not surprised that Cody threw Christine's name out there, but I'm a little shocked that Christine was like, well, Cody's an option. What? I didn't see that one coming. But Cody also offered up Frankie's name, so that's pretty interesting. But do you notice how no one is mentioning Derek's name? That's very telling, and I hope that Donnie and Nicole pick up on that for the future, or this week. So Caleb gets his turn to talk to Donnie, and he's like, you should put up the weakest players. Let's just get all the weak ones out of here. How about at the end of the day? No. Okay. He said at the end of the day so many times last night. It was ridiculous. I hope when he gets evicted, Julie's like, well, Caleb, looks like it's finally the end of the day for you. That would just be like the ultimate. So Nicole was also having her strategy chats with everyone, checking in with everyone, seeing where they're at. And grape. And she was basically telling Jocasta, like, look, I'm probably going to have to put you up. I'm sorry. You're not my target. If you're still up on the block for veto and I win, I'll take you off. So she's like reasoning with her. She's like, if I nominate two strong guys, they're probably going to win the battle of the block and then target me. So she can't do it. While this conversation's going on, the grape is really throwing me off. While this conversation is going on, Donnie is telling Victoria, I might have to put you up. So it's kind of the same thing. And he's like, look, you're going to be up with a strong player, so you're going to have a chance in the battle of the block. It's not like you're going to be up there with Jocasta again. So it looks like Nicole and Donnie both want to put up one weak and one strong. So it's kind of like an even match. So Victoria goes crying to Derek, of course, and he's just like, stay calm. He should just have like these robot things ready to go where he's just like, stay calm. Stop crying. It's okay. Okay, so it's time for Nicole and Donnie's HOH room reveal. So the house guests were all blown away by pictures of a beardless Donnie and his girlfriend. They were all like, oh, Donnie, your girlfriend's smoking. They were also all drooling over a picture of Nicole's best friend, Mariah. And Caleb was like, oh, I'm taking your friend out on a date after the show. Caleb, that's not how it works. You don't just, like, say you're going to take someone out. They have to agree to it. It just doesn't work like that. So they got their letters from home. Donnie's was from his girlfriend, Christine. It was so sweet. He was crying the whole time, and it was just a very nice letter. Nicole's letter was from her best friend, Mariah. It was really funny. You can tell they have a really good friendship, so that was nice. And their CDs, Donnie got Journey's Greatest Hits, woo! And Nicole got Luke Bryan. And of course, they both got huge baskets of treats, but some of the standouts, Nicole got pickled eggs. Every time I see that huge thing of pickled eggs in Sam's Club, I'm just like, who buys that? Nicole buys that. And she also got, I believe, some Fruit Loops, because she's a Fruit Loop dingus. And Donnie got like a lifetime supply of Pop-Tarts and a fresh pair of overalls. Wear them in good health. Alright, so it was finally time for Hayden, Nicole, and Donnie to sit down and talk about nominations this week. Hayden was sharing lots of great info with Donnie. It was awesome. He's like, yeah, Frankie's pretty much in charge of the other side. Caleb is definitely against the outsiders, but he gets all of his ideas and instructions from Frankie, so you do the math. And he's also like, Donnie, you were going to be a target this week if it was a double eviction. So yeah, Donnie knows those people are not his friends. So they're considering putting up Frankie after the veto. What? And Nicole is like, well, I'm a little worried. I don't know if I have the guts to do it. Come on, Nicole. So Hayden reassures her. He's like, I think we're going to have the vote, so we should do it. So they decide in the end, Nicole is going to put up Jocasta and Zach, and Donnie is going to put up Victoria and Caleb. And if Donnie is the HOH for the rest of the week, I think he wants to backdoor Christine because he feels really uncomfortable. He can't tell anyone about Team America, or like, he can say that he's on Team America technically, but he can't expose the other people. So he can't be like, yo, I can't put up Frankie because we're both on Team America. So he's just like, yeah, I don't really feel comfortable putting up Frankie. So that's the plan. Derek and Nicole had another chat last night, and they kind of like agreed to a final four with Cody and Hayden. Is this real or fake? What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Either way, it seems like everyone is just like leaving Christine out of their future plans. They're sick of her. So Nicole told Derek that Christine really sketches her out. She doesn't feel like she can talk to her anymore because she's so close to Frankie now. I'm pretty sure Frankie's like the only person who's still actually working with Christine. And she said that she throws competitions, and that's not cool. So that kind of ties back to what I said earlier about what Nicole was telling Donnie, how someone was throwing competitions and she doesn't like it. So was she talking about Christine? Whoa. Alright, so Caleb is still finding ways to torture Amber, even though she's not in the house anymore. He is holding her bunny slippers and her makeup brushes hostage, and he's not planning on returning them to her until she meets up with him in Nashville and agrees to go on a date with him. Are you freaking kidding me? So Frankie just handled this moment perfectly. He was like, or you could give them to production today and they'll give them back to her. And Caleb was like, no, I won't do that. I really hope that production makes them give them back because it's just messed up. So nominations were today, and as planned, Nicole nominated Zach and Jocasta, and Donnie nominated Victoria and Caleb. So I think Nicole gave Zach a little bit of a zing in her speech. I know she was planning on it, but I'm not sure if she actually went through with it. She was planning something along the lines of, well, Zach, if you look up karma in an actual dictionary, you'll find your picture. So I don't know if she actually said that, but we'll see. So after the ceremony, the nominees were all pumping each other up before the Battle of the Block competition, like, come on, we gotta trust each other, we can do this, communicate, blah. Alright, while that was happening, there was a very important discussion between Derek and Cody. So you know that these two are very close and they don't lie to each other, as far as I've seen anyway. So this is legit. They both said that they want Nicole's nominees to lose so that she'll stay HOH this week and backdoor Frankie. They want it to happen. They're like, this is perfect. We're not going to have any blood on our hands. We can get rid of him. He's a huge threat to our games. And they want to take Zach down and put up Frankie. It's wild. So they had the Battle of the Block competition today. The host was Christine. And the winners were Caleb and Victoria, which means that Donnie is dethroned, which I'm not that upset about because I'm really excited for Nicole's plan, and Jocasta and Zach are still on the block. So I guess this was it sounds kind of like it was a how bad do you want it type deal, because there were some punishments involved, and they all seem to be on Caleb and Victoria for the most part, as you know, that's what I've seen so far. Caleb is on slot for 2 weeks. He has to shave his head, which he's freaking out about. Caleb and Victoria are going to be chained to each other for 48 hours while they're wearing Adam and Eve costumes. So those are the punishments that I've heard so far. If you've heard anything else, leave it in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.
Edit.